G'day trendsetters, today I'm coming to you from Bainbridge, Ohio. Let's have a poke around the town. I've got a ride of about 65 miles happening today. Many thanks to the Ohio Gravel Grinders Facebook group and website. This is one of their routes that I'm riding. It's seldom that I do that, but it looked like a pretty tasty route. And I just want to switch off today and ride a route I don't have to think about too much. I understand this ride is happening in the Hocking Hills area of Ohio, so it's pretty challenging. A lot of climbing, mixed surfaces and so on. Okay, let's kick off the tour of this small little town. There's the Senior Citizen Centre. That's right on the edge of the downtown, so I'm going to do a U-turn. On the left is the Paxton Theatre. There's the Dairy Queen. I might visit this place after the ride. And there's the post office coming up. Bainbridge, Ohio, 545-612 is the zip code. Barber shop. And on the right side, I believe it's the Iron Riders Social Centre. A lot of motorcycles. Looks like mostly Harleys. This looks to be an interesting home. I wonder how old it is. Quick tour of the back streets. That's an angry Pomeranian right there. Those little toy dogs, they have a pretty killer instinct. Although that was one of the bigger Pomeranians I've seen. Incidentally, I used to cohabitate with a person many years ago who had a 4-pound Pomeranian. That little bugger ruled the roost. Okay, back to the tour. There is the Bainbridge Historical Society in this building here. Pardon the wind noise, I'm heading out of town onto the course. Start climb number 1 of 8 today. I haven't encountered any gravel yet, and I've ridden about 10 kilometers, but hopefully we'll see some different surfaces soon. Finally, on to my first Ohio gravel road. This is the first time I've ever ridden gravel, well, road for that matter, anything really in Ohio, and so far this ride is pretty tasty. I'm pretty fortunate. The weather forecast today is cloudy and I think it's about 70 degrees, low 70s, absolutely perfect. How did this overhang form? Geologists should chime in. And there's my steed for today, precariously balanced upon a rock platform. Another rock platform right there. And if you're wondering, it's the Canopy Tetra adventure bike with Shimano GRX, etc. country, horses and buggies share the roads. There's been plenty of climbing on today's route. As I said earlier, I believe this is the Hocking Hills region, and there is a lot of hills. The route so far has mostly been pavement, but you cannot produce gravel roads from paved roads, obviously. That point aside, every one of these roads has been fantastic so far. If you don't like climbing or giving your front derailleur a workout because 2x where it's at, haha, this is not the route for you. On the right there is the Kincaid State Fish Hatchery. Welcome to the small town, village, etc. of Latham, Ohio. And I'm going to take a stop. This is about bang on halfway into my route. Then we'll poke around Latham and see if we can find anything of interest. Here's something of interest, hopefully you can see that. The next climb, number 5 of 8, as soon as I finish my stop, averages 7%. It's not very long, but look how steep that thing is. Bloody hell. Let's go inside. Let's find where the crap is at, the garbage. Here we go, giddy up. There isn't too much here in the small town of Latham. A few houses. And here be the post office for Latham, Ohio. Zip code 45646. Well, time to roll out of Latham and immediately onto that steep climb you saw earlier on the Garmin. And when it says it's closed due to ice or snow, or when that's present, you know it's super steep. Oh yeah. look straight ahead. And I'm a little bit under geared today. Canopy were kind enough to provide me with a 40-tooth cassette, but of course I forgot and left it home during this trip. So I've only got a 32x32 on this bike right now. So I'm going to hurt a bit, but it's good for the constitution. And the sun is finally starting to come out. Hopefully you can see the elevation profile. There we go, nice and steep. This is what 21% on gravel looks like. Yeah, definitely overgeared. Sorry, undergeared. Yeah, you know what I mean. The computer just read 26% a second ago. Bloody hell. The 32x40 would be amazing right now. What a screw up on my part. 14% feels like nothing after that wall. Whew. This is definitely the steepest climb I've done on this trip, and well, it's up there with one of the steepest climbs I've ridden in my lifetime actually. 600 and something meters to go. Thankfully Garmin Climb Pro really helps you measure effort, or you get depressed about it as well, seeing how steep the climb is, how far you've got to go, and how little you're moving with the on-screen graphic. And I'm about to crest the summit. Hey dogs. I'm positively glowing all over from the effort on that climb. Bloody hell. Well, trendsetters, one big climb and descent follows by another tough climb. I hope you can see that. Anyway, this one's about similar length, 3Ks thereabouts, maybe less, but steep as hell. It's a good thing I'm riding by myself in my own tempo. The fun begins on this switchback, and I've got one more gear left. But here we go. Road closed when snow or ice covered. Yes, good indication it's going to be a hard slog up the little climb here. Mixed surface, gravel again for the meat of this climb. Beautiful scenery though. Ah yes, it gets nasty steep here again. Excellent. This perspective does not give you an idea of the grade. You really need to ride this course and see how it feels. One thing real quick about gearing, people might be thinking, oh wow, 32x32, that's a low gear, what are you bitching about? Well, the bigger tires, today I've got 700C by 42, the ability to be resolute. The taller tire also negates the gear, so that's why you need lower. I really wish I had, like I said before, that 32x40 or a 32x36, sorry. Yeah, I totally screwed up. Left behind two nice cassettes with these little switchbacks. The inside line's shorter, but way steeper. So I'm going to take the outside line. Thankfully there's nobody around, so I can pretty much use the entire road. I am paying close attention to road noises, etc. I never wear headphones. I like to listen to nature, my heavy breathing, and the sound of the road beneath my tyres. Obviously, you do not want to ride off-handed like I was doing back there. Pike Lake State Park. I've climbed number 7, rough road. I'm at the corner of Landrum Road if you ride this route. I was told by Mr. Ray George, one of the folks behind the Ohio Gravel Grinders group, that there's an obstacle at mile number 47 or around about kilometre number 74, 75. He said it was a slip in the road. I'm not sure what he means by that. And also might be some dogs loose. So I'm going to be taking it really easy, no crazy stuff, and expecting the unexpected. Okay, this race is the #1 tree canopy I've ever ridden. Amazing. Just had a conversation with a dog. Went up and sniffed my leg, had a chit chat, and all was good. Still barking though. Well, this is the spot that my friend... Hey, I told you to go home, you old bastard. Go home. Ah, you grumpy old... This might be the section that my friend Ray was talking about. So we're going to tread lightly. Oi, settle down. Naughty girl. Bit of a tree down here, no big deal. Small tree. Okay, I'm going to have to keep my hands on the handlebars here. So I'll run the front camera only, trendsetters. Well, I stand corrected. Road slip ahead. I have no idea what a road slip is. Maybe the road slips off the edge of the mountain. This must be a reference I'm not aware of. Mind you, we have our own interesting set of colloquialisms in Australia. And my, look how lovely that cow feed looks in the sunlight, will you? This is just proof that life is too short to ride subpar equipment. If you can swing it, buy it. Okay, road slip translates to me as totally knackered, so the road is basically collapsed. Not the first time I've seen this, but this one's pretty sketchy. So, by the way, if you come to that spot, that gravel right there is really deep. It's like quicksand. Okay, hoof it for a second, get down to more level ground and tiptoe down this slipped road. I'm very glad I descended that and didn't have to climb it, because it would be rather tough on my current gearing. And road closed, rightly so. If you've got a ATV, it might be doable, or some low gears, but in a vehicle, probably not so much. Onto a lovely sublime section of gravel, and the wind has really picked up. Just in time for when I'm starting to hurt. Oh wow, look at this section of the course, will you? This is pretty amazing. This part of the course is out and back, but you can see why I was routed down here. This is absolutely amazing. These are like very thin chips of rock. I'm sure some geologist, possibly who's watching this, could tell us more about it. I really wish I had a kayak right now. It's a real shame I have to get cracking. I could totally hang out here all day, have a few beers, etc. Apparently this road is closed, but I've got no option to keep going. I've also got some major detour. This is interesting. There's a sign back there that said landslides. This section of road has obviously been repaired. Excellent, no dramas. Obviously not passable to cars. That's a pretty cool house. Bright red metal roof, wood construction, like a cabin. And it's right next door to an old cemetery. Easy to find. I just came off a pretty dodgy paved part of the course, US 50, with a full-on block headwind, so I've made it pretty spicy. It's a busy road, no shoulder, so I pedaled as fast as I could basically. On to the final climb. It's about 3 kilometers long, 1.8 miles roughly, and it comes right near the end of the course. Got about 10 k's or 6.5 miles to ride. This climb, this is the easy part. It gets steeper up there. The climb just switched to gravel, and it's pretty steep. It's about 9% so far. I'm going to switch off because nobody needs to hear me banging on again, suffering on these climbs. Supposedly this is the summit of the final climb of note on the course. And there we go. That descent was rather spicy, on knobby tyres I might add. So if I had a faster tyre, those are the WTB Resolutes in 700 CY42, it would have gone faster again. Wow. We have a round of golf going on over here today. Back into Bainbridge. There you go, Bainbridge was home of the first dental school in the United States. Didn't know about that. Nothing personal, I hate the dentist. Especially my former dentist. Well, it's about time to wrap up the video. Thanks for tagging along, I hope you enjoyed. And thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future videos as they appear on the channel. I've got heaps more content like this coming. I'll see you in the next video.